Have you ever woken up feeling just a little off, maybe slightly dizzy, or not quite steady on your feet? If you're over 60, those small feelings may not be as harmless as they seem. As a brain doctor, I see it all the time. Seniors who brush off warning signs that their brain is quietly struggling. Stroke doesn't always start with something dramatic. Sometimes it begins with small, overlooked moments. Today, I'm not here to scare you, but to gently guide you toward morning habits that can make a life-saving difference, because stroke isn't always random. In many cases, it builds up from simple, everyday patterns. In this video, we'll walk through 7 quiet but risky morning habits that many older adults follow without realizing the toll they may take on the brain. And more importantly, we'll show you what to do instead. We'll start with something almost everyone does without thinking. Jumping out of bed too fast. It feels normal. The day begins, the sun is shining, and you're ready to move. But for your brain, that quick motion may be a shock. When you've been lying down for 7 or 8 hours, your body is in a low-pressure state. Blood flow slows, especially to the brain. Standing up too quickly can cause your blood pressure to drop sharply in seconds. This is called orthostatic hypotension, and it's incredibly common in older adults. That lightheaded feeling, that moment of unsteadiness, it means your brain isn't getting enough oxygen fast enough. And if you already have stiff arteries, poor circulation, or a history of blood pressure issues, this drop can be dangerous. It might even trigger a mini-stroke, the kind that gives no warning and leaves lasting damage. The solution? It's simple, and takes just 90 seconds. When you wake up, don't jump out of bed. Lie still for a few moments. Take a few deep breaths. Wiggle your hands and feet. Let your circulation catch up. Next, sit up slowly. Let your legs hang over the bed for 20 to 30 seconds. When you finally stand, do it gently. Give your brain time to adjust. That tiny pause can prevent dizziness, falls, or something much worse. Many people think dizziness is just a part of aging. It's not. It's a signal. Your body is speaking. You just have to listen. And listening could save your independence, or even your life. Have you ever felt lightheaded or unsteady in the morning? Share your story in the comments. It might help someone else realize they're not alone. These shared experiences can change lives. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Studio. We create videos like this to help older adults stay strong, informed, and independent. Let's talk about a powerful but overlooked habit that can dramatically lower your stroke risk after 60. And yet, most people skip it every morning without realizing the cost. It's as simple as drinking a glass of water. It sounds too easy, doesn't it? But here's what happens overnight. While you're sleeping, your body loses water through breathing and perspiration. You go hours without drinking anything. By morning, your body is already dehydrated, even if you don't feel it. And your brain feels that dehydration the most. It's made up of nearly 75% water. Without proper hydration, your blood thickens, circulation slows, and oxygen delivery to the brain drops. Now imagine starting your day with thick blood and restricted blood flow, and then adding caffeine, medication, or salty food. That's a recipe for raised blood pressure, poor oxygenation, and increased stroke risk. This is especially important if you take medications like diuretics, commonly prescribed for blood pressure or heart issues. These medications increase fluid loss, meaning you wake up even more dehydrated than most people. Skipping water in the morning has been linked to higher stroke risk, slower thinking, and even memory lapses. It's a silent strain your brain endures without protest, until one day, it doesn't. But the fix is incredibly simple. As soon as you wake up, drink 1 full glass of room temperature water. Not cold, not flavored, just clean, plain water. Do it before coffee, tea, or pills. This single habit rehydrates your blood, improves circulation, and prepares your brain for the day ahead. Think of it as opening the blinds and letting in fresh light. But for your mind, many people rush into caffeine or food without this step. But if you start with water, your entire system works better. Your medications absorb more efficiently. Your brain wakes up faster, and your heart works less hard. Already have this habit? Wonderful. Drop a comment and let others know how it's helped you. If this is new for you, try putting a glass of water beside your bed tonight as a visual reminder. This tiny 1-minute act could help prevent something as serious as a stroke. It's easy, it's free, and it's one of the most protective habits you can develop after 60. And remember, Staying sharp and independent isn't about doing huge things. It's about making smart, consistent choices, especially when your body is at its most vulnerable. If this helped you, give the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Studio for more brain smart habits every week. Your mornings matter, and we're here to help you make them count. Let's talk about something that hides in plain sight and could be quietly damaging your brain every single morning. I'm talking about salt in your breakfast. You might be thinking, but I don't add much salt. That's exactly the issue. Most of the sodium we consume isn't from the salt shaker. It's hidden inside the processed foods we eat without thinking. Think about your breakfast. Is it toast, cereal, instant oatmeal, eggs with cheese, or a breakfast bar? Many of these foods are loaded with stealth sodium, especially those labeled as quick, convenient, or flavored. The problem is that too much sodium causes your blood vessels to stiffen, which increases pressure on the delicate capillaries in your brain. For older adults, whose arteries are already less elastic, this daily habit can be dangerous. What's worse, your body already experiences a natural spike in blood pressure in the morning. Add a salty meal to that, and suddenly, your brain's most vulnerable vessels are under double the strain. This can lead to silent damage, especially in areas of the brain responsible for memory, focus, and balance. And over time, it may raise the risk of mini-strokes, dizziness, and even cognitive decline. So what's the solution? You don't have to give up breakfast. You just need to be smarter about it. Start by checking nutrition labels. Many instant oats, frozen waffles, and cereals have over 300 to 400 milligrams of sodium per serving. Instead of flavored oatmeal packets, make plain oats and top them with fresh berries, banana slices, or unsalted nuts. These give you flavor, fiber, and brain-boosting nutrients without the sodium spike. If you enjoy eggs, try hard-boiled or poached eggs without cheese or sausage. Add a slice of avocado toast or fruit on the side. You'll reduce sodium and increase heart-healthy fats. The recommended sodium limit for a single meal is under 400 milligrams, but many breakfast items exceed that in just a few bites. And the tricky part is, they don't even taste salty. Have you ever been surprised by how much salt is hiding in your healthy breakfast? Let us know in the comments. Your tip could help someone else make a better choice tomorrow morning. Small changes like this don't just lower stroke risk, they also support your energy, memory, and blood pressure throughout the day. If you're finding value in this series, make sure to subscribe to Senior Health Studio. We're here to help you stay sharp, strong, and one step ahead, starting with breakfast. Now, let's talk about a morning habit that almost everyone loves, and almost no one questions: coffee. That first warm cup can feel like the only way to truly start the day. But if you're over 60, the way you drink your coffee might be quietly raising your risk of stroke, especially if it's the first thing you put into your body each morning. Here's why. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach triggers a surge of adrenaline, raises your heart rate, and causes your blood vessels to constrict. That's a dangerous combination if your body is still waking up. Caffeine stimulates your nervous system, which can cause a sudden spike in blood pressure. And if you're already dealing with aging arteries or blood pressure medications, that spike can strain your brain's delicate vessels. Over time, this repeated stress may contribute to mini-strokes, abnormal heart rhythms, and even memory loss. The morning may feel productive, but your brain could be under quiet, consistent pressure. You don't have to give up coffee. In fact, moderate caffeine can be beneficial, but timing matters. Drinking coffee before water, food, or medication puts your body in a high alert state, with no fuel to manage it. Here's a better approach. Start your morning with a full glass of room temperature water. Then eat a light, brain-friendly breakfast, something like a boiled egg, a slice of whole grain toast, or a small bowl of oats. Once your body is hydrated and has something to metabolize, then enjoy your cup of coffee. You'll still feel alert, but without shocking your system or increasing pressure on your heart and brain. And keep it to one moderate cup, especially if you're sensitive to caffeine. Adding heavy creamers or sweetened syrups can also trigger inflammation and blood sugar spikes. So keep it simple. If you find yourself drinking multiple cups to fight fatigue, that's a signal. You might need better hydration, more restful sleep, or nutrient support, not just more caffeine. What's your coffee routine? Have you changed how you drink it as you've gotten older? Share your tips in the comments. Your experience could help others make healthier adjustments. Coffee isn't the enemy, but it's a tool. And like all tools, it works best when used wisely and with care. especially when your brain health is on the line. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to subscribe to Senior Health Studio for more real, relatable advice designed to help you stay sharp and strong without giving up the things you love. Now, let's talk about something that happens in thousands of households every day. And yet, most people ignore it. That strange moment in the morning when you just don't feel quite right. Maybe you feel a little dizzy, a bit off balance, or notice your speech isn't as clear for a few minutes. Maybe your hand feels weak, or your vision seems fuzzy. It's easy to brush off. You might say, I probably just slept wrong, or I'm just tired this morning. But please, don't ignore it. That moment could be your brain's first quiet cry for help. For many adults over 60, these symptoms can be signs of something deeper: reduced blood flow to the brain, a sudden blood pressure drop, or even a mini-stroke, also known as a TIA. A transient ischemic attack, or TIA, often lasts only a few minutes and may completely go away. But it's a red flag, a serious one. It means a larger stroke could be coming. And guess when TIAs most commonly happen? Early in the morning, when your body is transitioning from rest to activity. Your blood pressure is shifting, and your brain is at its most vulnerable. That's why these moments, as quiet as they seem, matter deeply. If you ever feel sudden dizziness, numbness, or a brief loss of coordination, don't just push through it. Track it. Write it down. Make a note of the time, what you were doing, and how long it lasted. These patterns can help your doctor detect something that would otherwise go unnoticed. You can also use a simple health journal or even an app on your phone. Some apps are designed specifically for older adults to track stroke warning signs or symptom patterns over time. And most importantly, talk to your doctor. Don't wait for things to get worse. It's always better to get checked and be wrong than to ignore a warning and regret it later. Have you ever had a morning where something just felt off? Share your story in the comments. Your honesty might help someone else take their symptoms seriously and even save a life. Your body is incredibly wise. When it sends you a whisper, don't wait for it to scream. The sooner you listen, the better your chances of preventing something much more serious. If you're finding this video helpful, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Studio for more. Clear advice that puts your health first. Let's finish with one more morning habit that almost no one talks about, but almost everyone does, or rather, doesn't do. And that's delaying your morning trip to the bathroom. It sounds harmless. You wake up, scroll your phone, check the weather, maybe sip coffee before getting up. But holding in urine first thing in the morning can actually raise your stroke risk. Here's why. When your bladder fills up overnight, it stretches and sends stress signals to the body. That stress triggers the release of adrenaline and cortisol, two hormones that cause your blood pressure to rise. And remember, your blood pressure is already higher in the morning. Add hormonal stress, and now your heart is working harder. Your blood vessels are under pressure, and your brain is more vulnerable. For some people, especially those with heart conditions or arrhythmias, a full bladder can even trigger abnormal heart rhythms, another risk factor for blood clots and strokes. The fix, simple. When you wake up and feel the urge, don't delay. Don't wait until after coffee, the news, or emails. Just take that first step of the day and head to the bathroom. It may seem like a small thing, but for those of us over 60, small things matter most. That one action can help regulate your pressure, stabilize your heart rhythm, and relieve internal strain. Now that we've looked at all 7 habits, let's take a moment to reflect. Stroke doesn't usually come out of nowhere. It often builds up through everyday patterns, especially in the morning. From jumping out of bed too fast, to skipping water, eating too much salt, drinking coffee on an empty stomach, ignoring symptoms, mishandling medications, or holding in urine. Each small habit carries weight. But here's the hopeful part. Every one of these risks has a simple fix. You don't need to change everything at once. Just pick one habit this week. Start there. Build on it slowly. Because it's not about fear. It's about empowerment. About taking small, meaningful steps each morning to protect your brain, your balance, and your independence. If this video gave you even one insight, give it a like, and share it with someone you care about. You never know who might need this information today. Tell us in the comments, which habit surprised you most? Which one are you going to try starting tomorrow morning? Your experience might inspire someone else to do the same. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Senior Health Studio for more honest, brain-smart tips that make healthy aging easier, without confusion or overwhelm.